Let's go. So today is huge. I'm super excited. Go ahead and finish up all the prep work. I'm gonna throw my stock wheels on, some small things around the car, and then send this car in for paint. So I'm super excited to finally send the car in for paint. I've been waiting for this for so long, ever since I threw the kit on. Like I said, we have a few things to do before we send it in. I'm actually gonna go ahead and remove my carbon fiber trunk from the car, throw on the old trunk right here, because I do not wanna risk getting paint on the new carbon fiber trunk. It looks too nice to mess up, so we're just gonna go ahead and throw on the spare trunk, just to be extra cautious to not get some overspray on the trunk. We're gonna be taking off the Workmeisters as well and throw my stocks on with the same purpose in mind with the trunk, just for overspray purposes. And yeah, besides from that, we're gonna mask off some few things. So some part of the headlights, pretty much just small things that I want to mask off myself, just to be extra cautious. And I actually got started on the car. This really doesn't have to do anything with the paint, but while I'm working on the front end, as you can see, my left headlight works, but my right does not. And I went in to check why, and one of the ground wires, as you can see, is not plugged in to the headlight right here. I guess it got yanked from this harness right here. This was just loosely on there. It wasn't really connected. So I'm gonna have to replace this connector right here and put it back onto the ground so we can get the headlight to work on the right side. I noticed that a few weeks ago. I just have yet to fix it. I kind of had an idea on what it was, but hadn't really just put time aside to fix it, which is so lazy of me. So a lot of you guys may be wondering why I am taking the time to mask off some parts of my car, and you're probably thinking doesn't the paint shop do that? Don't they do all the masking and stuff and prep? And they do, but if you guys don't know, I take my car to Mako and I get single stage paint jobs. To be completely honest, they're not the highest quality of paint jobs. One of the things they're known for is the turnaround time, so it's real quick to get a paint job from them. If you can put two and two together, kind of sacrifice quality for that. I've been going with this place for quite a while now for my paint jobs. I simply go and get single stage paint jobs because I know myself, I change the colors so much. I change the color at least 2 times a year. So for me, I don't think it's worth it spending thousands of dollars on a color change that I might get tired of in a matter of months. The single stage paint jobs from Mako cost me around $500, starting at $500, versus spending thousands from somewhere else on a paint job. There is imperfections, which is given. Let me see if I can show you. I could have easily avoided overspray like this at the start, but honestly, I just wasn't thinking too well. So it's given. It's pretty much you get what you pay for. I'm well aware of that. So that's why I'm taking the extra precautions on masking some things myself, just to be extra safe. It is something I do plan on doing in the future, a professional, nice paint job, spend a whole bunch of money on it. But just right now, I just don't see myself spending that amount of money on a paint job, especially after I bought this wide body kit. I don't have all the money in the world to be just blowing my money on this car. So I'm pretty much just doing what I could. I hope that made sense. I hope you guys understand that.
Finish the job. Finish the job. They trying to find niggas to rob. Trying to find niggas to rob. Trying to finish the job. Finish the job. Finish the job.
Alright, so the new connector is in. As you can see, we plugged it into the headlight, and this thing should turn on now. Let's go ahead and double check. And so we have the left and the right. Got that taken care of. Now let's move on to the carbon fiber trunk. Out with one hand makes it super hard. And just like that, we have the locking mechanism out of the trunk. That was way difficult than what I expected. I'm gonna squeeze all of these harnesses in this little hole. Alright, so we got the carbon fiber trunk off of the car. I did have help when I installed that carbon fiber chunk, but honestly, just having my hands, just only one person, it wasn't that bad taking it off by myself. I'd rather get overspray on this trunk than the carbon fiber one. This honestly would not look bad. What do you guys think? Do you guys like the black with the Toyota emblem? Or should I just stick with the carbon fiber one? Doesn't look bad though. That looks so ugly. Dude, oh my gosh, that looks really bad. So we removed the wide body to basically sand this part off. When I removed the molded fenders, I had to sand a lot of the Bondo off, or sand all of it off, I should say. Here's some like sanding marks from the angle grinder, so I kind of just left this here because I was just focused on getting the fenders on. So we're actually gonna go ahead and touch this up and sand this completely smooth so it doesn't show up in the new paint color. Same with the other side. I believe we have some as well. Yeah, just a little sanding marks and whatnot. So let's go ahead and take the sander out and clear these up. Finally, we are done. Okay, that took way longer than I expected. Literally killed like 2 hours or so. I thought I was gonna head to the paint shop a long time ago, but right now we are about to leave. So crazy. And one thing that is scaring me is this right here. I can't even put my foot under the side skirt. That is not good, because the car sits so much lower with the 17 stock wheels on. I think we're good to go, guys. Wow, car looks absolutely crazy right now. It's gonna be worth it though. It's gonna be worth it. All the time in moments like these when I'm driving the car to the paint shop is when I just feel so many emotions right now, like pretty nervous. Like I'm always scared whenever I take my car into the paint shop. I don't know why, but yeah, I just feel this wave of just like nervousness. I'm pretty much doing something new. Like this car is gonna be a whole different color. I don't know how it's gonna look. My car's gonna be completely different. That's just what makes me nervous. But at the same time, I'm super excited, of course, because the car is getting a new paint job. This is the last time we're gonna be driving the FRS in, I'm not too sure, a little less than a week. I'm not too sure how many cars they have in at the paint shop, so I don't know how quick the turnaround time will be, but we are just cherishing this last drive before it goes into the shop. I'm definitely gonna be missing the backfires and pops. Shop now. You guys are gonna love the color for sure. Ton of you guys guessed it in the comment section below. I'm not gonna say it obviously, but I'm surprised like a lot of you guys guessed what the color is gonna be. The entrance to get into Mako is kind of bad. Like it's not the best entrance for a lowered car, so we'll see right now how that works. We're actually pulling up right now. Oh my gosh. Oh my. We made it. Whew. Alright guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get this paperwork done, and I'll catch you guys up in a little bit. So we officially dropped the FRS off. I don't have the keys anymore. It is all in their hands now, and we chose the color. Here's its final resting place for the next week or so.
Bye, Felicia.